Oh my god, guys, I am so nervous about this video. Okay. Hola y bienvenidos un día más al canal. Para los que están acá por primera vez, mi nombre es Valentina y mi canal es totalmente en español. Así que hoy decidí hacer un reto que vi en varios canales de YouTube, que es hablando en inglés todo un video. No tengo tema específico para este video, dije voy a decir lo que me salga del alma. Y pensé en hacerlo un video sin editar, pero creo que se lo puedo hacer en otro, que sea como un plus a este challenge. Si quieren ver este video, denle like a este y suscríbanse al canal y déjenmelo saber en los comentarios, porque para los que son nuevos por acá, yo vivo en Estados Unidos, llevo 3 años acá, casi 2 años y medio, y sí, siento que me defiendo bastante bien en el inglés, pero no es mi primer idioma, entonces esto va a ser complicado. Estoy sudando de los nervios. Pero antes de comenzar con la parte en inglés, en realidad, les quiero mostrar unas cositas que me llegaron de Shein. Lo primero es este vestido, lo amo, creo que es mi cosa favorita de todo lo que les voy a mostrar, así que lo demás debía haber dejado esto para el final. Pero bueno, es hermoso, es un vestido morado de florecitas, larguito, o sea, es como corto, pero no tan corto, no es como minifalda. Y está hermoso, la tela está increíble. De nuevo, como siempre, abajo en la cajita de descripción les voy a dejar todo. Este fue mi favorito por la tela, por cómo cae, por cómo queda. Quería ponérmelo para el video de hoy, pero si me siguen en Instagram saben que me salió una alergia espectacular en todo esto. Está llena de puntos rojos, entonces como que no era muy bonito para mostrarlo. También me llegó este vestido que me encanta el color. Esta es la espalda, es abierta así como cruzadita. Y la parte de adelante es muy abierta, pero lo que voy a hacer es agarrarle unas puntaditas acá para que no se me salgan las boobies, que igual no tengo muchas. Todo lo pedí en talla S. Me encanta que abajo también tiene como más volantitos así. Ustedes saben que me encanta todo bien flojito, bien sueltecito, porque ese es mi estilo. Y aquí me voy a contradecir yo misma porque esto es la cosa más apretada del mundo. Esto sí, las mangas, los brazos de broma me entran. Es un vestido súper pegado, tiene este huequito adelante, pero me pareció cool para hacer una foto de Instagram. Literal, es la única razón por la que pedí esto, para una foto. Este vestido sí me encantó, es un poquito como más formaloso y solo de verlo me da calor. Ahorita estoy sudando. Ya a mí no me dan nervios cuando hacía videos, pero bueno, aquí estamos de nuevo. Este vestido está súper bonito, la tela es bien gruesa, bien pesada. Me parece, es un vestido que se ve mucho más elegante, tiene unos brillantitos por ahí. Y nada, me parece que está súper lindo. Y por último me llegó este vestido que sí es más sueltecito, más fresquito. Tiene este detalle acá como bordadito, súper lindo. Y es un poco transparente, así que me lo tendré que poner con otro vestido pegadito abajo. Todas estas cosas las pueden encontrar en la página de Shein. Y abajo les voy a dar los links para todo, para que le echen una curiosidad si les provoca. Y ahora, señores, empezamos con esto. Déjenme tomar agua. 3, 2, 1. So, as I said at the beginning, I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about during this video. Just looking at the camera and speaking in English is so weird to me. I've done it before with my boyfriend. If you haven't seen the videos with my boyfriend, I'm gonna link them up here or down in the description box. He is American, so I met him here. So when I record with him, I have to record in English because he doesn't speak Spanish. He understands a lot, which is great, but I'm trying to teach him because he says I have a really thick accent and he doesn't understand Venezuelan accent, and I speak way too fast in Spanish. And actually, I think that's one of my biggest problems in English as well, because I try to speak as fast as I speak in Spanish, and it's not possible because it's not my language. I made a video a few, like maybe 1 or 2 years ago, trying to explain to you how I learned English, like how was the process for me, what made it easier. I still make a lot of mistakes, I still have an accent, but yeah, I feel like it's been a process of a lot of years. In high school, I was horrible. Like, I was one of the worst students in like any English class, and not because I didn't like it. I was actually really into learning English, but I guess like the teachers I had at the moment were not like what I wanted to learn. Like, they were teaching us like verbs and stuff, which is super important, but for me I was like, boring, I don't want to learn about this. So this is the story of how I started speaking English, or like trying to teach myself. When I was like 14, I got obsessed with Hannah Montana and like Disney Channel and all these artists. And I was really into like Hollywood people and celebrities and stuff. I even had my own blog when I was 14 and 15. It was pretty cool, actually. I'm really proud of it. It was a really big project. So when I was 14, I started buying all these magazines and like watching YouTube interviews of like Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, Taylor Swift, and all these people. And even though I didn't really understand, I was like trying to get used to it and like how it sounded and like trying to understand any word they were saying. After that, I also started like researching lyrics and trying to understand the lyrics, because before that, I remember I was a huge fan of Hilary Duff, and I would memorize her lyrics, but just like by how they sounded. So it really didn't make any sense. Like, I still remember the way I learned it, and it's like I had no idea what I was saying. So I started like actually reading the lyrics, like, and trying to understand the meaning of each word. That's how I actually got into like learning English. Then later, like in college, I remember this was pretty late. Most people start learning English like in high school or earlier. I didn't. So in college, I remember starting watching, like, I was obsessed with Friends. You know, Friends is my favorite TV show. I started watching Friends with English subtitles, and that helped me a lot. I say like most of my English, like 50% of my English, comes from Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and Friends. Like, that's how I learn English. No, I didn't take English classes. I remember my mom, yeah, she tried to put me in English classes like a couple times, but I was like, I don't know why I didn't stay. I've always been really shy, and I didn't like being in activities with other people because I don't like people talking to me when I don't know them. I'm extremely shy, guys. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm still really shy, and I've got over it a little bit, but I'm still working on that. Anyways, so during college, I think it was my second summer in college, I spent 2 months in Philadelphia. It was great. I met great people, and I remember I was friends with this girl. She was from Spain, but we decided not to speak Spanish at all. Like, I feel like that's really hard for most people, because when they go to other country to learn English, you would try to see it and be with the people that speaks your own language because it's gonna be easier. But yeah, I was with her who speaks Spanish, but we were so strong, and like we only speak English. And I remember one day we got lost, and we started speaking Spanish, and we were both like, you sound so weird in Spanish. And after that, I was reading a lot in English, just like buying whatever book I found in Venezuela that I could read in English. I remember going to Tecniciencias, I don't know if that still exists, and going to the English section, like picking whatever was there. It was usually like Nicholas Sparks books. But yeah, that's how it happened. And yes, at the beginning it was really hard, but then you just get used to it. And then I came here, I took classes for like 4 months and 4 or 6 months, and then I met my boyfriend. That really helped because my family's here, so with them, of course, I was speaking Spanish all day, but with my boyfriend, like, I didn't have any other option, and that's like something that has helped a lot. And I studied marketing at UCLA, and I was forced to speak in English a lot. I remember a lot of professors, not a lot, but like 3 of them saying like, oh my god, you don't have an accent. And I was like, just because I don't speak like Sofia Vergara doesn't mean I don't have an accent. I know I have an accent. I know people can notice, especially if I speak more. Like, if I say like 2-3 words, maybe you don't notice. But yes, I have an accent, and I'm proud of it because I don't feel like that's an issue. And then I started working almost a year ago, and that was like, okay, I have to speak English all day, every day, Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Like, all I speak is English. I was already like having dreams in English. Like, that's a super good sign for when you start not thinking in Spanish. The camera stopped recording. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I was talking about like, it's not like, I know I still have a lot to learn. I moved here to the US when I was 23 years old, so it's not like I came when I was 5 and I had the opportunity to speak both like perfect English and perfect Spanish. Like, I don't know, Lily Pons, well, her Spanish is not the best, but like it's pretty good because she moved here when she was like a baby and she still speaks some Spanish. Yes, she has an accent, and like, what? I don't understand the problem with that. But yeah, so she had the opportunity to like go to school and everything in English, although she was born in Venezuela. So I don't know, I feel like the experience is gonna be different for everyone. I know people that have 0 accent and it's impressive. And I also know people that has a super thick accent, but they speak like perfect English. So I feel like I'm in the middle. I don't have the most, like the thickest accent, but my English is not perfect, so I'm like in the middle, in the place no one wants to be. But again, I'm learning. My boyfriend has been super supportive. Every time I say something wrong, I'm like, please, 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 like, please let me know if I'm saying something wrong, because I want to learn, because I want to keep learning. I feel like you have to be interested to learn If you're not, it's gonna be super hard. I'm not saying it's gonna be impossible, but I don't know, it is more fun if you are interested in like getting better and like getting to know new words. But honestly, for me, it's been a process that I've enjoyed so much. If you guys have any questions about any of this, of like learning English or anything about my experience, please leave it down below in the comments. I don't know, just speaking like this to the camera makes me feel really nervous, and I'm sure you can notice. I don't know, I don't feel as comfortable, so this was definitely a challenge, but I enjoyed it. Oh, something else, this is super important. I've been watching since like 4 years ago a lot of YouTube videos in English. They're mostly like makeup videos, like Captain Lights or Tatty or whatever. If you like YouTube, which you probably do because you're here, you know, watch YouTube videos in English. Like Mariale, her English channel, I still watch her videos there. I think they're so good. Definitely watching YouTube videos was something that helped because it was not as produced as the TV, and people were like speaking to the camera as they speak in real life, which is really, really helpful because sometimes in TV shows or listening to music, everything is so produced that then you get to like actually talk to someone in the street and it's like, I don't know what you're saying, and it's confusing. That still happens to me. Like sometimes they're like, people here, okay, if I'm gonna order like a chocolate croissant or like a chocolate something, apparently I don't know how to pronounce chocolate, chocolate, and people never understand that. So I have certain words that are harder for me. Sausage was a word that took me forever to be able to pronounce. I remember once I was ordering Mediterranean tacos. I tried to say it like 10 times. I was with Greg's friends and they were all looking at me like, what's wrong with this girl that can't pronounce that? If you know what words are your weakness or like what's harder for you to pronounce because it's a really different pronunciation from Spanish, try to practice that all the time until you make it. Because yeah, it takes practice, but it's worth it for sure. So yeah, that was the video for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it, and because I deserve it, because this was a real challenge for me, especially editing after. It's gonna be fun with all the subtitles. That's gonna be stressing. But yeah, again, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.